I swear this is my last attempt to do this. I'm switching my accent because this is how I actually speak English. I was not using that accent because I thought that you might not understand me and that it is embarrassing for a German to speak like this. And it actually is weird. Why am I speaking like this? I developed that kind of accent over the years and I don't know why. My friend said it's British English, but I do not feel like that this is typical BBC English. It's just an accent that I'm might channeling from my English ancestors, but I do not know where they came from. I don't. From the German side, actually. You can still hear some German accent. I mean, I am German, and switching between those very different languages is not that easy. But yeah, I wanted to be more authentic, and using speaking like this is part of me. It's just a part of me. You might think I'm weird, and do it. Go ahead, think I'm weird. Yeah. Yes, in this video, I wanted to talk about my personal methods for energy shifting, because I am one of those people who cannot simply just do affirmations telling herself that she is worthy and enough and she can do it and she's going to be a successful content creator and a successful musician, and just repeat and repeat and repeat and manifest it. There were so many more moments where I thought it is working, where I thought, oh, now you're rocking this. Yeah, you feel worthy. Yes, you are worthy. And then I go into meditation, and then I start to cry and just feeling the pain of not being worthy and not feeling lovable. And then I'd be like, oh, you're such a failure. Oh, you cannot. You can't. You can't do it. Everyone else can do it, but you cannot do it. Such a failure. But I've learned some things over the weeks. And I'm talking like 4 weeks. Just 4 weeks of learning things. But there is something very important, and I do believe it is essential to do this kind of work, and that is knowing in your body that spirituality manifesting is the real deal. Because I believe in law of attraction, I believe in quantum physics, in quantum leaping, quantum shift, all of that. I know for years that it is working. And then there is this believing based on knowing. But then there is believing, being convinced by knowing. I hope you understand by that movement, knowing that it is working. And I had that moment where it clicked because of my health journey, and I've experienced success and failure during my health journey, and I was working too much on the outside, using supplements, dieting, yoga, meditation. And when I say meditation, I mean just lowering my cortisol. Moments where I succeeded, moments where I failed, even though I was using the same methods, and I was like, why? And then it hit me. When I was succeeding, I believed in my success. When I was failing, I felt like shit. Doubts. For real. Like I literally lost weight when I was convinced that whatever I was doing is working. And I gained weight while doing the same stuff. But I felt heavy. So I got heavy. For real. And then it hit me. What I believed became true. So I committed myself to spirituality, healing from within. So I surrendered to it. Very important. I surrendered to it. Believe that the healing comes from this place of the unknown. Yes, I committed myself to manifest from the unknown. So I started with meditation that aimed for peace, just peace. And at first I started to, my body was panicking. My beliefs were strong, my knowing was strong, but my body, my nervous system was like, panic, really, like anxiety. But I started to attract videos on YouTube with certain messages. For example, like, your body is expressing this and that, you'll be in fear and anxiety, blah. But do not misunderstand this as failure. Don't think it is failure, it is expansion. So I took it. I was like, yes, it's not failure, it is expansion. So I started to breathe through those feelings, the anxiety, whatever it is it was in my body that I felt during meditation. And then next step, meditating but feeling pressure in my head. I started to realize that this pressure in my head was my mind blocking emotions. Because I did this for so many years, my mind blocking emotions, because I didn't want to feel them. I told myself for many years that feeling is for the weak, emotions is for the weak, and you're not lovable when you're too emotional, whatever. But the thing is, they have to get out. You gotta release them. There was a time where I was being so emotional, like telling myself that I am enough, and then the next thing I'm crying because I do not feel enough. And I always felt like a failure. Like, I cannot do this. Manifestation is not working for me. I cannot shift. That's not true. You gotta release them. You gotta accept that they're coming through. So I started to write down, when I feel the pressure in my head, I started to write down everything that is coming up. Like the ugly thoughts, like really ugly thoughts. I just wrote them down. I just let it happen, and then I cried. I cried everything out. Next thing I've learned: do not try to do affirmations when you are that overwhelmed. I thought when I feel those things and when I have those ugly thoughts that I have to combat them immediately with a positive thought, with the positive affirmations that I want to implant. Not working. Do not try to reason with someone who is in a high emotional state. Not working. Let them out first. Breathe through it. Cry them out. And once you calm down, next step, I cannot just use simple affirmations like, you are worthy, you are lovable. No, it really depends on what is going on in my life right now. This is more like reflecting what is the issue I have right here, right now. And then I have certain feelings. For example, music. I want to put out music, but there's something blocking me. And then the emotions came out. No one wants to hear it. No one needs it. And I was bawling, like really bawling, and I wrote it down. So no one wants to listen to it. No one wants to listen to it. Eventually I calmed down, and then I remember people liking my music. Like, I saw it in their eyes. Korean girls. I mean, I wanted to put out music and reach Asians because I'm half Asian, and this is just what I feel in my soul. Don't ask me why. It's just something I feel in my soul. I want to reach them with my music, my messages. I remembered them. This change in my emotions, in my heart. Even if it was just this little thought. Not everybody needs me. Especially here in Germany, Germans they do not even react to my music. But those two were reacting to my music. Those eyes. And I was like, South Korea needs me. That is enough. Just this shift. When you feel that. And that is very personal. So you have to figure out for yourself. Sitting down, asking questions. Having some, I don't know, I'm capable of it. I don't know, I think it's normal, but like imagine having images, I do have them with ease, and I think it's normal, but maybe I'm wrong. Using images to to figure out what it is that I want by imagining different scenarios and be like, is it that? No, I don't. Is it that? Yeah, I like. No, yeah, that's it. For you to understand, once I decided to pursue music for real, I was like, okay, what is it that I'm going to do? I need a room to practice. But it felt so wrong. Like just looking for a room and practice again, it reminded me of the time where Lori wanted to become a musician. That period, she wanted to become a musician. This is the years movement, like 10 years or something. And I was like, but no, it doesn't feel right. So I started to listen to my body. And I was like, okay, what is it that I want to feel? Like not using my brain anymore. What is it that I wanted to feel? And being really bold about it. And I was like, well, as a musician, I want to practice in a recording studio. Of course, I'm a musician. I want to feel like it. Just being this honest. 4 weeks ago, being this honest got me here. I'm sitting here in a recording studio. Doing music for real, doing videos, because this is a nice place to do this room, this studio. Yeah. And there was no specific affirmation needed. Just reaching that point where I was able to feel it. And yes, I had to go through everything I was just explaining. Like meditating, letting the emotions come up, letting the ugly thoughts come up, letting them all out. And once they're out, you sit down and ask yourself what it is that you want. After analyzing, not analyzing, don't do this with your brain. Just ask the right questions. Just look at your journals. Just reflecting on the feeling that you just had, and be like, ask questions. Just ask questions. The right images, words, thoughts. And when I say thoughts, not thoughts like something that is coming out from somewhere else, will come up. And then you listen or feel. You try to feel if this is right. And once you feel what you want to feel, you have your shift. You have your shift that will change your reality. I am doing things I had no idea 5 weeks ago that I would do it. Making videos, doing music in a recording studio. And so many more things are happening right now. But the thing is, it was a start for me to successfully shift my energy, to successfully achieve changes in my 3D. Finally. Not by doing affirmations, not by telling myself things, but to go through a sort of shadow work, going really deep, feeling my own truth. I repeat, my own truth. My authentic truth. Yes, it's crazy. But now I am doing things that are not exactly what I imagined for myself, but they create the same feelings that I imagine for the future Lori. So I'm feeling the joy right here, right now. I'm able to feel the feelings in the right here, right now. Feeling the joy. I'm finally getting up again and feeling joy and being excited for the day. Oh my gosh, guys, you have no idea. This is, and now I just know that things are working out. That I just know. It's a different kind of knowing. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. Hopefully it will help people out there with the same problems I had for years with manifesting. I was manifesting before, but from my mind and within my belief system. And after years of trying to change the belief system, from the outside, I'm finally making it from the inside. Down. Yeah. See you next time. This is getting too long. Bye-bye.